Go over here. So welcome to day 22. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. We have a bit of a compilation of the plumbing, but yeah, it's spanned over I think 3 days. You know, I don't really have everything at the house, so sometimes I just, I run into a spot where I don't have the tool or I don't have the piece, so I gotta, stop and reconvene the next day because I'm not really into repairs yet. I'm mostly just demo and cleaning, but I really wanted to get some water functioning outside in particular. So let's go have a look at what we're working on downstairs. So I have one existing spigot that I have to tap into that's broken, likely because of ice, and I'm going to add one on the other side of the house just for the sake of convenience. It's nice to have one on the other side, and it's not that much work to run it. So I happen to have 2 spigots available, so I'm just going to use what I got anyway. So first thing we got to do, we're going to disconnect the existing spigot, and then we're going to drill a hole on the other side of the house for another one. So we're going to start with disconnecting, so let's get started. Alright, so these are the spigots I found in my plumbing stuff, and we're going to get one. Let's go for a walk. We're going to be installing one right here, and because of what it looks like on the other side, I'm going to put the longer one right there. And then I'm going to come over to the back. And the other one is. And this one. So I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to pop this one into the hole. And I'm just going to leave it loose while I get all the plumbing and everything fitted. That one, before we close that up, I'm going to take a measurement here because I want it to be the same on the other side, because I'm going to have this run go all the way across. Oh, I hope you fit. You don't fit. We'll revisit that. When I get the drill out, I'll come back and drill that. Okay. one. Go back to the other side. Might have trouble reaming it with this spade bit, but we'll see how it goes. It's the only bits I brought for some reason. See if that did it. Oh, beautiful. That's how I like it. All right, let's up down there and get them in. Oops. Put it back on the wrong spot. So you might be wondering why it is I extended this piece back this way. Now, the reason I did that is because we are doing pretty much the length of the house. It's a long ways, and when you run a long distance like this, sometimes you hear a loud knock when you turn the water on. And what that is the water rushing in and hitting a stop. So we put in this piece here, and this is called a hammer stop, or more properly, it's called a hammer arrestor. And all it does is it gives somewhere past the next connection for the water to go, and it just sort of softens that blow a little bit. It's not actually necessary here. I just know there's going to be a knock because I'm going to be spanning, by the time it's done, about 40 feet. And that's a long ways for water to just run on a straightaway with no obstruction. So it can build up quite a bit of momentum. So let's get the rest of this pipe in, and then we'll tie it into the 3/4. So we got this spigot here, and I went with the longer one here. I guess it would have been the exact same results on the other side. So that's about where I want it. Now that connector is really close to this floor joist. So what I'm likely going to do here, just because that's a very awkward spot to try and solder, I'm only about maybe 5/8 of an inch away. So to avoid burning any of the wood, I'm going to take advantage of that threaded connection, and I'm going to tie the copper in that way. That way I don't have to run the risk of burning anything over there. You know, you singe the wood a little bit, it's not the end of the world, but it's an unnecessary risk for this one. All right, so this one is in. There's our threaded connection back here, and there's a solder joint inside that hole. Still a little warm. So now we're gonna get enough over this way. We're gonna tap in here. I didn't show it, but I already disconnected that just to make sure any water was drained out of there. Gave it plenty of time. So we're gonna tap from there to there end, and then we're gonna get our reducer on there and dropping it from 3/4 inch pipe to 1/2 inch. And then from there, we're just gonna complete our straightaway over to the other end. All right, so I turned the water back on. So let's have a look at our connections. So I'll start up over here. This, nice and dry. It's nice and cold. Over here, let's turn it on. All right, now for the other side. This joint. It's good. Over here, not my prettiest ones. And over here where we started the day. Well, today anyway. Let's turn it on. Everything seems to be functional. Good. So let's check the spigots outside. All right. So, let's see. Oh, that's just such a beautiful thing. Water there. Let's check the other side. Over here. There's some of that nasty water that was sitting there. It's going through that pipe. I'm going to have to run this water for a little bit to clean it out, I'm sure. That's good. That's beautiful. Alright, we got outside water. That's awesome. So, that's it for plumbing day. Well, plumbing day number 1. We still have to do the hot water lines and finish up the cold lines when we get to it, but we got water running to all the essentials, so we can start working on all that. And water outside is going to make a big difference pretty soon, so till tomorrow.